living in a fantasy dream world to which you are not allowed to enter into because it requires some sort of phone jacking into my brain. This is Tell It to Someone. First question, of course, is from Mad Yabs. Since I am first, can I log into your Amazon account and just order my prize? Smiley face. Well, no, and it's complicated and involves, well, I got a phone call from a guy called Pete who seemed to have an Indian accent saying that something was wrong with my Amazon account, and I haven't been able to get into it since. So, I mean, apparently the guy called Pete was apparently right, and I couldn't get into my Amazon account. It's really, really weird, so no, I'm sorry. Next question, of course, could be from Endochrom. How should I cook my potatoes? Well, of course, I don't know your specific, potato-like desires. I mean, what you could do is you could put them in. You could like mash them up and dip them in batter and make some kind of potato cake. No scallops in those, unless you're adding scallops. But no, potato cake or something like that. And then, and then you'll just annoy people from New South Wales for reasons I won't get into. If you're not from Victoria or New South Wales, you won't understand anything of what I said. Next question, of course, is from Alt F4. Sausage roll? Question mark. No potatoes in sausage rolls unless you put potatoes in the sausage rolls. Then it would be some sort of potato roll, which is kind of weird. Unless you put some cheese in it. Potato and cheese roll sounds good. This is why I'm so fat. Next question from Jonathan Stern. What populated parts of Australia should I avoid when visiting? Places that call potato cakes potato scallop, because there's no scallops in there. Unless you're allergic to seafood and want to try what a scallop is, then go there. But they don't have any scallops in it. So a lot of foreigners are not going to get that thing. They're going to be completely bewildered. Great job, Dangerously. Next question is from Sian Nolan. If Ned Flanders is the devil, does that make Homer God? Well, of course, Homer didn't create Flanders. Apparently, Homer. I'm not a theologian or a cartoonist, but Homer is depicted with, in the Simpsons universe, God is depicted with 4 fingers, and Homer has only 3 fingers, so Homer can't be God. But Flanders is, of course, the devil. Everybody knows that. So if you got to have 3 fingers, that means, I'm not God either. Okay. Somebody doesn't like competition. Curse your thaw! Next question, of course, is from, I think it's from Alex Rosaros, I'm not exactly sure, but let's just go with that. Back in the day, pirates used some good old black flags with skulls and crossbones in them to inform ships that they weren't going to have a good time at all. But nowadays, flying a Jolly Roger is kind of passé. Hang on. Okay, I've taken that down now. Well, as far as trying to, what is it? What should we use to indicate people that were modern, hip and cool pirates. Well, look, I've seen ads on, before, and it's a really difficult question because like you wouldn't steal a handbag, and you wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't steal a television. So just download a bunch of movies, I guess, and because that's a crime. So download a bunch of movies, and that's cool. I mean, it's got cool music behind that ad, so it's and that music, they didn't actually purchase the right to that music, so they were technically pirating it themselves. So go and download illegally a bunch of movies. That's how you do it. That's hip and cool. That is. Next question from Joe Freddy. If we cannot disarm the leprechauns, how can we use them to combat the likes of Pauline Hanson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Clive Palmer and Lauren Boebert? Well, of course, that's quite really simple, really. I mean, look, you got a gigantic well, it's gigantic for the leprechaun, it's kind of tiny for everybody else, but you got pots of gold, and one thing that we know about those people is that they would do anything for a pot of gold. So you find a leprechaun, a willing leprechaun, and you get him to go around and sneak around with his pot of gold, and then just lay some traps, and hopefully in some way or shape or form, you'll be able to catch one of them. I don't know what I don't know what you'd do if you have captured a Palmer or a Boebert or a Marjorie Taylor Greene or whatever. I haven't thought this through, so actually that's pretty normal for this show, so carry on. Well, that's it for Tell Someone for this week anyway. If you would like to ask me a question, then the question asking place is the traditional question asking place. Or you can answer this dovetail question right here, over here. Covering the pirate ship. And apart from that, there's other things you can do that I can't remember what to do. So I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign off.